Hello, there is Dina here of Soul Purpose Publishing and Coaching. And today, my video, the title is How to Correct Your Faulty Blueprint. Now, of course, we all received a faulty blueprint for our subconscious, how it was formed in our childhood. When we came into this life, we had a soul contract. We knew what we were going to experience. We chose our parents, just as your kids have chosen you. And then we forget everything. We forgot everything. We came here and it was our subconscious was like an open sponge, whether you're on the US or the UK, and it just absorbed everything from our parents, our caregivers, everyone. And of course, it was what we received and what we then took on as who we are with all their stories, their own limitations, their faulty blueprint. And of course, then the conditioning started. We went to start kindergarten and school and the comparing and the competing and everything that I talked about in the previous video. So, but this was all part of the individuation process. And our job here, the experience, that the challenge that we took on is to find our way home. To find our way home to God in us, to our power, to who we really are. Of course, we came here as creators to allow this beautiful universe to unfold in the most beautiful way through our own creations, our own visions. So every vision that you have is divinely inspired. You wouldn't have it if it wasn't part of you already. Isn't that wonderful? That is so delicious to me. But anyway, so as I said, our job is to find our way home. And how do we do that? We do that by transcending the false self and embodying and embracing our true self. Now, of course, by the time we actually have that realization or that inclination and the drive to do that, by that time, the old paradigm, the old thinking patterns are like highways in our brains. That becomes our default thinking. So it takes purpose, it takes willpower, it takes dedication, it takes a burning obsession to find our true self, to transcend this old self, this ego that is all about keeping us small. It's all about infusing us with fear, triggering us into fear and anger and disappointment and guilt and shame and all the low vibration emotions. And our higher self and who we really are live here at the top, where we find joy and peace and love and harmony. So how do we bridge that gap? We bridge that gap through what I call soul alignment, by really embodying our true self state. And as I've said in so many times, is that we are actually embodying and living in two realities at the same time. This is where we are now, and this is where we want to be. This is the the vibration, the lower vibration, and this is the higher vibration of our visions and what we want to create and our aspirations and who we really are is here. Now, of course, these two timelines, as I've said before, they merge into a third timeline. And that frequency, that vibrational reality of this third timeline, and this I learned from Marina Jacobi, this third timeline is the result of the timeline where you spent the most time in. So, how do we stay here? Soul alignment, and how do we do that in soul alignment, is through self love. You can only embody your true self state and remain here is when you really love yourself. When you love yourself. And how do we do that? Sorry, I had this thing in the wrong place. I hope now the sound is okay. So how do we do that? Self-love, accepting ourselves, appreciating who we are, standing in awe of ourselves as a spiritual being. Aligning, vibrational alignment with who you really are, with the reality of what it is that you want, that you desire. And that is a practice. This is a journey. It's a beautiful journey. And if you know how to navigate it so that you don't go like this, so that you don't fall flat every time you are in this reality for a while, and then something triggers you and then you're down here. So it's to maintain this vibration. And of course, this is my passion, as you have listened to what I think is video number 57, this one. As you have listened to me all this time and watched the videos and what I'm saying, this is my passion. And so I'm very excited that I'm taking a group of people on a 12-month journey in 2024. And if this is of interest to you, and I call it Soul Aligned Manifesting for Soul Aligned Business Success. If this is you, if you have vision, desires that you would love to manifest, that you have done all the right things, but it just hasn't happened yet, you can't really get things to manifest, like for myself for a long time, then please join a waiting list. I'll put the link below the video. A waiting list, I will launch an early bird offer after the 8th of December. And I would love to share this with you. So, Soul Aligned Manifesting. And over this 12 months, we will meet 2 hours twice a month. And we will dive into alignment. We will dive into who we really are. I'll be bringing in numerology. I'll be bringing in human design. And we're going to rewrite our stories to match who we really are, our true self state, so that we live in the higher vibration with ease and delight. And if this is you, if you would like to do that, then please join the waiting list. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye for now.